Good morning, sir. Mabuhay.
Before you take your seat, kindly arrange the chairs first. Make sure that everyone is properly set. Your papers and ours covered. Thank you. Okay. Last time we have a chance to identify the different parts or the purpose of the speech. What's the title of the speech that we have again last time? What's the speech again? Yes, again. Okay. Last time we talked about Bataan has fallen and you were able to deliver a manuscript speech. You were able to present in front and we have evaluated the way you performed. After which we have also identified the purpose, the title of the speech, correct? And you are also able to present it. Today, we're going to be having our next lesson, which is all about the principles of speech writing. And today, these are the things that we need to accomplish. Can you read JP the two objectives for today?
Objectives. At the end of today's lesson, you will have been able to identify the principles of speech writing and differentiate the stages or processes in speech writing.
Okay, so there are two tasks that we need to accomplish today. The first one is to identify the principles of speech writing and differentiate the stages or processes of speech writing. But before that, we're going to have first our activity. That is, can you read all together?
Think and collaborate.
Think and collaborate. Okay. When we say think and collaborate, it means that you are going to work with your seatmate. Okay? It means that you're going to work with your peer for today. I want you, if possible, if you can, open your mobile phones and try to define what do we mean by the phrase or statement speech writing. Okay? I'm going to give you 3 minutes to discuss with your seatmate and write a simple definition of speech writing. Okay? Timer starts now. Have your modules right? Maybe you can find the definition of speech writing in it. If you don't have a data. Your modules. You bring out your modules from your mobile phones. I think you're done. Can I see your heads if you are done? Okay. Now it's time for us to learn what have you learned or what have you discovered about speech writing. Anybody who can read this overall? Yes, sing for it. Can you read to me what you have?
Speech writing is an art of conveying a message to your audience, either through oral communication or through other means such as PowerPoint, slides. Speech writing has the same function as normal writing. The reasons for writing are to inform, to explain, or to persuade.
Okay, your answer is correct, but I would like to know what is your reference. Kindly cite your reference if possible.
My reference is
What website?
www.chart.com.
Okay. So he said that speech writing is an act of expressing your thoughts or ideas through writing. Okay? What about others? What's your definition of speech writing? Yes, Adrian.
Writing to channel as a recorded speech is of individual and speech writing is the art of writing a speech for a person. There are certain things we need to learn, those that we can understand who your audience is and relates and being able to work with the phone first time.
Thank you very much, Alvin, for that answer. He mentioned that in speech writing, we have to know the audience because when we get to know our audience, we are able to what? Identify the things that we need to say to them. It's like a diagnostics of who's going to receive the message that we are going to deliver. Now, I want you to look at this definition from your module. Altogether, can you read 1, 2, 3, the speech writing go?
The speech writing process. The process for writing
recursive. Can you remember the topic that we had before? Have you encountered the word linear in our subject? Yes or no? About the models. Yes, what model is that again? Linear model. That is correct. You are right. That is Shannon-Weaver model. It says here that speech writing is not linear. That Shannon-Weaver model before, it's one-way process. It's not linear. It says here that is recursive. It means that when we say it's recursive, there is a prefix, re. It means you are going to what? It's a, starts with letter C. It's a, look at this. It's a, it's continuous, correct? It is a cycle. There are steps to be done repeatedly. And these are the steps that we need to understand when we write speeches. Are you with me now? Now, before we discuss about the patterns or the speech writing process, I would like to ask, when do we say that a speaker is effective in delivering his speech? When do we say that the speaker is effective? When do we say, is it based on the quality of the voice? Is it based on the outfit that he or she is wearing? Yes or no? No. Who says yes? Is it based on the voice? Or partly? Or what do you think? When do we say that a speaker is effective? Anyone? You still remember the topic that we had before? Yes. Yes, I know, you are right. Yes, kindly tell me what's all about that one. When do we say that a speaker is effective? Yes. Okay. We can say, we can say, when he or she displays the 7 C's. Can you still remember these things? Yes. What are these things? Can you say it? Anybody who can recite to me the 7 C's? Can you still remember the 7 C's? Anyone? Give me one. Stay for. Clearness. Yes, correct. Completeness. What else? Concreteness. Courtesy. Conciseness. What else? Consideration. You consider the audience. What else? Now, according to Elaine, would you agree to her if she says that a speaker is effective when he or she utilizes observes the 7 C's? Yes or no? Yes, that is a fact. Now, take a look at this. These are the steps for us to achieve or for us to become an effective speech writer. Take a look at this. The first parts are this one. Number 1, conducting an audience analysis. What 7C is that? Consideration, correct. Because when you consider your audience, you identify their what? Their capacity to understand. What else? The background. What else? The time, the place, the quality, or the level of the language that you are going to use to deliver the message. What about number 2? Determining the purpose. Do you think this is important? Yes or no? Of course. Purpose is very important. It's because it is your core. It is the reason why you are delivering a speech. Okay? Yes or no? Yes. The third one is the topic. Select the topic. Fourth one, narrowing down a topic. Just like what we did before. Can you still remember? You still remember?
Yes.
From the topic law, you chose a particular topic. From the topic about environment, you chose the topic about climate change. Right? And then after that one, you gather data. Don't you worry, all of these concepts are present in your module. Okay? Next one, we have selecting a speech pattern, preparing an outline. Can you read the third one?
Creating the body of the speech.
Okay, four.
Preparing
Fifth.
preparing the workbook.
And then we have Maya.
Leaving and order bars.
And the last one we have JP. So these are the basic concepts that we need to remember in speech writing. Now, I want you to watch this video and try to understand, comprehend, or analyze the concept. This is speech about environment. I want you to watch this.
Dear future generations, I think I speak for the rest of us when I say, sorry. Sorry we left you with our mess of a planet. Sorry that we were too caught up in our own doings to do something. Sorry we listened to people who made excuses to do nothing. I hope you forgive us. We just didn't realize how special the earth was.
What is the topic of the speech? What's all about the speech? Anybody? Yes. The topic is all about nature. That is the topic. Now, what about the specific topic of the speech? It's all about cutting of trees. Exactly. Right? The speaker presented facts. Have you observed? He presented numerical data to support his statement. That is what is that? Concreteness, right? Yes, he presented facts to support the message that he wanted us to learn. Now, having watched that speech, what is the lesson that you have learned? What's the lesson? Anybody? Stay forward. What's the lesson that you can get from that video? Earlier, we have mentioned that a speech has a purpose to express an emotion or a principle. Now, having watched that video, what is the lesson that we can learn from it? Stay forward.
Obviously, after we watch the video,
Okay, we move forward further. That's so that you can be seen by your classmates. Yes.
after I watched the video, of course, I was persuaded that, or
What now would be your actions after watching the video?
I will protect the nature and of course I will cut this tree.
You're no longer gonna cut trees. But in the video, the man told us that in exchange of money, we need to cut trees because when we do not cut trees according to them, well, right now in our province, what they do in our mountainous parts would be like they burn them and they transform these mountains into agricultural lands. What can you say about that? What's your stand about these people burning the forest and transforming it into agriculture so that they could have something to eat?
Sir, as one of those,
You're one of them?
Yes,
Okay.
my stand, it is very hard to think that there's no closer.
There's no other choice. Are you sure? Okay, yes, you express your thoughts. You didn't have choice but to do it. Now, with the decision of doing such, because you have admitted it, what do you think are the possible consequences of your future generation? I pertain to your children. In the environment. Do you think it's also possible? By the way, what's happening right now in Amazon forest? It's what? It's on fire, right? Why? It's because of business, because of mining. They wanted to get the gold out of the Amazon forest. And some, they want to transform this to agricultural lands. What's your stand about it, Steve? Do you think it's good? No. Why no? In the context of the Amazon and in your context, in your place. Do you think it's okay that we burn the forests, we cut down trees? Because you said we don't have choice. Do you think it's the only choice that we can do for us to have something to eat? Yes, sir. No. There are other choices. What are these choices? One. Why are you here in this school, Why are we here right now? I have nothing against these people, the farmers. Because, well, what I'm after is, if they can create an environment, if they can regenerate the forests that were destroyed and transform them into like forests again. Do you think it's now late for us to change? No. So do you think education can give us a brighter future? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. It's not only about cutting trees and transforming them to agricultural land. So what's your message, Steve, to the people who have been doing such in our forest or in our nature?
Maybe it's time to...
For example, they are the illegal loggers. Your classmates are illegal loggers. Come here. What will be your message to them?
Maybe it's time to change our lifestyle and keep our forest, keep our environment, keep our nature be regenerated or regenerated.
Okay. Let's give him a hand. You see, that's how powerful speeches are. Especially when there is a purpose. Something that will strike your heart. That's the purpose. Now, let's take a look at this. These are the components of speech writing process. The first one is audience analysis. We have discussed about this already. Correct? We get to know the what? We get to know the demography. When you say demography, that's the age, the sex. What else? Make it louder, Elaine. And the educational background and the like. Okay. What about situation? Can you open your mobile phones? If you can. Yes. Like, time, venue, and location. Okay. What about psychology? What about psychology? Yes, Elaine, can you read?
Values, beliefs, attitudes, preferences, cultural and racial ideologies.
Okay. Now, let's move on with the purpose. What do you think is the purpose of the speech that you watch? Is it to inform, to entertain, or to persuade? To persuade and at the same time to what? To inform. Right? Yes. Okay, so those are the purposes of the speech. What about the topic? The topic is all about? Next one, we have the narrowing down the topic. Okay, when you choose the specific topic. And then data gathering. This is very important. Especially when you are going to write your speeches. Right? This can be done by visiting the library. Okay, there's where we can find our library, where we can find encyclopedias, magazines, almanacs, dictionaries, books, researches. All these things are very crucial or important when we gather data. Next, we also have identifying the writing patterns, which we discussed tomorrow. Outline your guide, the body of speech. Okay, introduction. Can you read this, Aliyah? Go.
Introduction is a completion of your speech. Here, your primary goal is to get the attention of your audience and present the subject or main idea of your speech. Your first few words should be useful.
Okay. Get the attention of the listeners. You should catch them. Because when you catch their attention, they're going to be hooked up to listen to your speech. And when they listen to your speech, you are able to achieve your objective. You are right here, Jamaica. Next one, we have editing or revising. After you write your speech, it doesn't end there. You have to ask someone eligible enough on the structure of English. Maybe you can ask me or your other teachers to edit your speech so that it will be flawless. That is what teacher effective communication can achieve with that. Starts with letter C. Correctness. Okay.